How's it going, everybody? My name is Adam, also known as the Pickleball Guy, and in this week's video, we are going to be talking about how to improve your defense. Let's get started. Before we jump into specific tactics for good defense, let's first just discuss the most common scenarios when you'll typically have to play defense in pickleball. First, you'll often be playing defense on the serve. Since your opponents get to come up to net first, which we know is the best place to be on a court, while you and your partner have to stay back, you'll inherently be on the defensive right away. If you or your partner mishits a shot and your opponents have an easy volley, you'll also need to jump into defense mode. Let's just say there are multiple types of defense that you might have to play in pickleball sometimes.
What are you doing?
Now that we've covered when we'll need to play defense, let's run through a few tips to execute sound defense. Like I said earlier, a key time we'll have to play defense comes when our opponents are at the net and we're stuck back at the baseline. So, mastering that third shot drop as our primary defensive tool to get us back in the point is super important as we level up our pickleball game. Quick plug here to check out my video on third shot drops, which will be linked right here. The next way to play sound defense is to always cover any gaps that open up in the court. For example, if your partner gets pulled off the court, sliding over so that way your opponent can't easily exploit that space that just opened up will really level up your defensive game. On the other hand, if your partner has to back up, let's say, for a return of a lob, be prepared to come up and cover a short ball that your opponents might try to hit on their side of the kitchen. The final tip to excel at defense is that every single second on a pickleball court counts. Hit a bad shot and your opponents are about to hit an overhead, use that second to back up so that way you might be able to return that shot and have a little bit more time. Missed your fourth shot in a row and your partner's about to whack you with their paddle? Use that split second to block their attack with your elbows.
So how much time will it take to develop a good defensive partnership?
It will certainly vary from team to team, but as a rule of thumb, I think it'll take at least 20, if not 30 or so games with a partner before you feel really comfortable moving in tandem with them as a defensive unit.
So what is the best defense you've ever seen?
Oh, that is an easy one. My editor is gonna kill me for that. Because defense is all about working in tandem with your partner, the best drill I can recommend is to simply play games with the same partner to develop that rapport with them. A lot of players will switch up partners, which can be fun, but if you really want to level your game up, try to stick with the same player and really improve your defense together. If you're still struggling to develop a solid defensive partnership and nothing seems to be working, it might be time for some more drastic measures.
So Adam, how does it make you feel when Aaron hits you with the paddle?
All right, everybody, well that wraps up another video on my channel. I hope you'll use these tips to improve your own defensive game. If you found this video helpful, I would be eternally grateful if you leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you next week.